Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Last night, the best thing that possibly could have happened to the crypto asset class, certainly in the United States in particular, it did happen, and it caused Bitcoin to end up hitting a new all-time high very quickly, rallying further even today. And safe to say, XRP is reacting. In fact, and this is, you gotta love this, signs of life. And this is happening at a time where it looks like we are seeing expansion. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. But there are signs we're seeing actual expansion in the stock market, and we're seeing XRP go on an independent run tonight even. And it's come back down a little bit, but signs of life, folks. Signs of life. I could not possibly be more excited to see how the rest of this year and really, presumably even into early next year unfolds. But I think that's when we're likely to be seeing the fireworks, the final stage of euphoria. XRP hitting a new all-time high, entering price discovery, melting faces. It is all ahead of us. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby. And just for fun. As I record this video, it is 11:18 p.m. Central Time, which is my time zone here in the good old Midwest of the United States. It is Wednesday, November 6, 2024, the evening after the United States presidential election, in which case I'm sure everybody's heard by now, Trump did win another term here. And as soon as it looked like potentially the market, or that Trump was going to win, as soon as it looked like that was most likely, just an incredible, insane amount of interest in Bitcoin and crypto. Here you can see, here's a Bitcoin search term going back the past 7 days. And look at this, right around the time yesterday evening that it looked like Trump was probably going to pull out that victory, which he ultimately did. Massive increase in the number of searches for Bitcoin. Price rocketed at the same time, hitting a new all-time high of $76,575, according to Live Coin Watch. Incredible. Crypto Fear and Greed Index currently at 77 out of 100. Bitcoin has dropped a little bit since, in 74,751 bucks. But you know, look at these. If you're not driving or something, look at the screen here. 24-hour price chart for Bitcoin, and then if you look at XRP, it independently went on its own little rally. Nothing face melting yet, admittedly, but signs of life, folks. This is not what a dead coin does. It's teasing a little bit, but eventually it's going to break out of its 7-year symmetrical triangle, and it's going to precipitously break to the upside or the downside. I'm guessing it will be the upside because we're in a bull market. So XRP got as high as 57.4 cents, now at about 55.5 cents. You love to see it. XRP is absolutely reacting just as everything else is, and XRP is so undervalued compared to Bitcoin and ETH and a number of other coins. When this thing goes, my God, I think it's going to shock a lot of people who've not been paying sufficient attention here. Here we have the Russell 2000. This is so amazing. I'm so excited to see this. The Russell 2000, of course, it's small cap stock index. And it rocketed today, 5.84%, because of who won the election. That's exactly why. So I'm not going to get into politics on this channel because that's not what this is about, other than, you know, however it might pertain to the economy, finance, crypto, so on and so forth. But whatever your politics are, that's totally fine by me. But I think we'd all, if we're being intellectually honest, all of us will recognize, whichever way you voted, that's fine. But this outcome is in the best interest of all of us who are in crypto. Unquestionably. I mean, the market's screaming that. Could anybody say with a straight face to me that's not true? This is great specifically for crypto. You'll love to see it. I mean, the world is speaking, folks. This is absolutely incredible stuff. So the Russell 2000, we've never had an alt season without this. So if you're worried about whether or not your XRP is truly going to go, well, you better be hoping this. It's happening. Almost 6% up today. So we need to see this continue. I want to see a furthering of this, but it's pretty damn close to its all-time high. When this happens, that opens the doors. It gives the green light for alt season. Then we can finally see a monstrous, monstrous move for XRP. But we got to see this continue here. And so the XRP today, happy to see it tonight. I mean, yeah, it's teasing a little bit. It got above 57 cents. But that ain't nothing, folks. You just wait. Here we had the S&P 500. And where's that's not correct. Let me see if I can get this to load again. Why is it pulling up the incorrect data? What am I doing wrong? 1-day report. It's saying it's down 50%. That is not correct. Well, anyway, it was up about 2.5%. I do know that. I don't know. Maybe I clicked on something weird. This is absolutely not incorrect, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep going along the video. But yes, monstrous amount of funds flowing into the stock market and crypto today. And to drive that point home, here was Watcher Guru. And Watcher Guru reported over $1.28 trillion added to the U.S. stock market today. Absolutely insane. Clearly, market speculators are very happy with what just happened last night. Very happy. And we also know that historically, we don't see markets really take off during election years until after the election. I mean, the euphoria. So, I understand, obviously, earlier this year, you did see some pretty big moves, but we've been moving sideways for over half a year. So, to see a continuation, if history is to rhyme with itself, as it appears to be doing, you need to get past that point. And my God, it happened quickly. So we'll see in the coming days and weeks if it continues going this route, but why wouldn't it? I mean, pretty clear signs here. This is more than a subtle hint. XRP holders, I just got to tell you, I think we're going to get ours. I think we're probably going to get ours. Here's a post from On-Chain Analytics from Santiment. The selection of Donald Trump as the next U.S. president, along with MicroStrategy and BlackRock continuing to bolster trader confidence, has helped Bitcoin now to climb to an all-time high of $76,500. Notably, the S&P 500 is also at a new all-time high, with high-end investors feeling confident in a likely pro-business economy, and that capital gains taxes will remain steady over the next 4 years. At the same time, gold and silver, normally safe haven investments, have plummeted on this historic day. Folks, it's another thing that we wanted to see. Finally some capitulation here. Then he says, the increase in market confidence appears to be triggering comfort from investors that they can profitably move money away from precious metals, usually more fear-driven, and into optimistic speculative assets like cryptocurrency for the time being. Yep, spot on. I want to share with you what chart analyst Credible Crypto had to say, and I do have some XRP specific stuff, but let me do this in a particular order here. Because Bitcoin does lead the market, like it or not, and I frankly don't care. I'm happy that I hold Bitcoin. I'm pro Bitcoin. I'm way more excited about XRP, which is my largest individual bag, but hey, go Bitcoin. I want it to keep going up because then I'll finally, I've been holding a ton of coins, Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, and a number of others since 2017. If Bitcoin gets a bit higher, I will finally start scaling out of my position. I don't know that I'd necessarily sell all of it, but probably most of it. We'll see how high it gets. But anyway, here's what he had to say about Bitcoin. It's Credible Crypto. Our $65,000 to $69,000 zone held on the first test, which was expected, and we have now taken our highs as expected, but now comes the real test. All technical analysis aside, with the presidential election now over and the pro-crypto candidate locking in the win, you now have what is arguably the most bullish background possible for crypto, which means if you believe that it is fundamentals that are driving these markets in the short, mid, and long term, then there's no reason for us to go back below $68,700. Even though I don't necessarily share that opinion because of the TA, I'm a trader, and if I wasn't already long on select alts, I would consider a long with stop loss below those lows, simply because the risk-reward makes it worth a shot if my primary case turns out to be wrong, and the move up to $100,000 plus has begun. Note that any violations of the 68.7K level will drastically weaken the bullish argument and strengthen the bear case further. So there you go. If we stay above there, he's optimistic. We're going to see some crazy fireworks. And worth noting that as that happens, yes, we can absolutely see Bitcoin climb way higher. Maybe it does a 2x from here. Maybe it does a 3x. Who knows? We'll see. I don't make price predictions, but you know what does happen as the price of Bitcoin goes up towards the end of each cycle? The Bitcoin dominance percentage decreases, and that's what's on your screen here, shared by chart analyst Tony Severino. This is a market cap Bitcoin dominance percentage chart, and he notes what happens after presidential elections. Going back a couple cycles here. So the dotted line, those are presidential elections from previous cycles and the one that we're in now. And what happens? What happens after the election cycle? Well, Bitcoin can still climb in terms of dollars, but its dominance percentage tanks as more money flows into other cryptocurrencies, the altcoins. That's why I'm so excited to be holding XRP right now. We are finally in the zone where it just makes sense, and it could literally be any single day you just wake up and XRP is absolutely flying. And it's going to be shortly, like it's going to be like, snap of a finger, blink of an eye. It's going to be very, very fast. Don't forget that when Xrp started running in late 2017, from when it started running to hitting the top only took about 2.5 weeks. So it will be a short thing, but my God, what a hell of a ride it will be. I am here for it. And so then Tony Severino also shared this Bitcoin USD chart, and he said, the floor in Bitcoin is around $39,000, while the current ceiling is $137,000. From here to ceiling, you double your money. From here to the floor, it's a 50% drop. Okay, fair enough. Maybe he's right. That doesn't seem like a crazy price prediction. Maybe it gets that high. But still, you're talking about less than a twofold increase for Bitcoin. Not exciting. I mean, if you bought it way cheaper like I did, I mean, I held Bitcoin when it was as low as like $3,200. So then it starts to be very appealing, sure. But the altcoins are where it's at. Can you imagine if you were only excited about a 2x for XRP from here? So it gets to a little over $1, like $1.10 or so. Like, yay, that's it. No, the opportunity is in XRP. That will be nothing. It will not take much money flowing into the XRP ecosystem for XRP to even double. It'll take little to nothing, flowing in. Here's a post from chart analyst Ali Martinez, and he says, this is playing as predicted. I think Bitcoin hits $78,000, retraces to $71,500, and then rebounds to $85,000. So that's his expectation for the short term as it pertains to Bitcoin. He also shared this Bitcoin USD chart and said, historically, Bitcoin has reached market tops roughly 8 to 12 months after achieving a monthly close above its previous all-time high. If this pattern continues, the next potential market top for Bitcoin could occur between July and November 2025. Okay, fair enough. Don't know if it will, but I will say, if that is indeed what happens, that will be very close to what happened 4 years ago, last cycle. So if it happens, I guess we shouldn't be surprised. I'm not going to make a prediction on when this thing ends because I just don't care, and I'm not a chart guy anyway. But regardless, the exciting part is it's at hand, finally. Here's a post from Crypto Insight UK. This is an XRP BTC chart on your screen. He says XRP versus Bitcoin and XRP versus ETH, lower time frame structures, still not been violated since our discussion video yesterday. We have seen an outperformance in ETH and Bitcoin so far, but if these hold, XRP will start to take back ground, I feel. Yeah, so that's the XRP BTC chart. Here's the XRP ETH chart. And now, if you look back to June, XRP actually still has outperformed both of them, but obviously he's not talking back to then. We're XRP bottom for the cycle. In recent times, XRP had been falling against both of them, but that's because it doesn't go up in a straight line forever. It's going back down to retest, and eventually it's going to break out against them. I just, my humble opinion, take it for what it's worth. I'm just a dude on the internet. I think XRP will substantially outperform Bitcoin and ETH this market cycle, and I hold all three of them. I want all three to do well. I'm just sharing with you what I genuinely, because XRP is so undervalued. It has been suppressed artificially for years now. Hasn't had a new all-time high in almost 7 years. There is no cryptocurrency in existence that is so coiled up as XRP is today. It's just astonishing. And so to drive that point home, look at this from chart analyst Steffes Crypto, XRP USD chart here. He says tight Bollinger Bands on XRP suggest a massive move is coming. Historically, similar setups have led to explosive rallies. XRP's next breakout could be huge. Yeah, I do agree with that. And you don't need to be a chart guy to understand this very simple concept. The Bollinger Bands, literally the tightest they've been in history, and the tighter they get, the greater the explosive force when it finally moves. And since we're in a bull market, I'm anticipating that move is likely to be dramatically to the upside. Now, how high might that go? Well, you can see his area. Not that he's literally predicting this. He could. A lot of times, analysts will just directionally write up, and you're not supposed to take wherever the arrow peaks is what he thinks the price point will end up topping out at. But if you did, it would be over $20, and he has talked about that actually. So I will share that he believes that. He's certainly not the only one. There was this post. Do you remember this one? This is from the middle of October from chart analyst Lub Crypto, expecting that, and maybe he's right. Maybe you see the top in the first quarter of next year, and if so, okay, fine, I can wait a little bit longer. Not a problem. I'm very patient. I'm super patient. That's what it takes to be successful investing. But he's expecting XRP here obviously to go above $30. Now I don't know if that's going to happen. It's not in crazy land, but if you have a massive spike in Bitcoin, like so say Bitcoin actually miraculously did get to like $250,000. Oh my God, the amount of money that will flow into XRP and all of your alts, my God. Get ready for life-changing wealth should this occur, if you're sufficiently positioned. I mean, the opportunity is going to be there at least, and I am here for it. I'm ready to get this show on the road. I am positioned. I'm not buying anything else. I haven't for a while. I'm ready to get this thing going. But again, XRP is reacting. You'll love to see it. The best is yet ahead, and we are so close. Finally, after everything we've been through over the last few years and SEC nonsense, we're almost there. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.